right, road tripping again today. Any guesses where I'm headed?
Out here in the high desert, the stories are real, the people are tough, and the wind never quits. We're talking small businesses, local legends, and the kind of that drifts through town like a tumbleweed with a story to tell. Welcome to the 509 Unfiltered. Let's ride.
Okay, my friends, this is why we are in Zillah. We are in Zillah because of this beauty. This is the Teapot Dome service station. Let's poke around. So I believe this place, it's been turned into a historical site. And I believe that it operates on volunteers. So it's only open, you can only go in it if the volunteers are here, and volunteers are not here. But looking in it, hang on, let me turn you around. It's like teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. So the first thing that you may notice is the gas pumps. And the gas pumps, you ready for this, are set at 29 cents a gallon. So this gas pump is interesting, right? This isn't what we're used to. This fuel pump was in operation on the Granger farm from the mid-1940s to the 1970s. Look at their little tiny bathrooms. Just because of me, I'm curious. Oh dear. Okay. I don't think you can use it. In fact, you can't use it. So this is great. I got to see the Teapot gas station, which I wanted to see, and I'm going to read more about the scandal that developed around it. Okay, my friends, let's go over the Teapot Dome service station history. Now, this comes from the Quirky travel guy on the internet, who does a pretty good write-up that's short and easy to read. So let me just go over it with you. The gas station comes with an interesting backstory related to the Teapot Dome scandal of the 1920s, he says. A member of President Warren Harding's administration had leased oil reserves at Teapot Dome, Wyoming, to private companies without competitive bidding. Today, it seems like every government contract is given to well-connected friends of the politicians in charge. Sure does. But back then, this was a massive scandal, especially since it involved an executive order by Harding that the Supreme Court later declared illegal. In fact, the Teapot Dome was considered the biggest presidential scandal in U.S. history prior to Watergate. Secretary of the Interior Albert Bacon Ball was given a 1-year prison sentence, and Harding died 2 years into his term and was succeeded by Calvin Coolidge. Jack Ainsworth created the memorial in 1922 in response to the scandal. He built his Teapot gas station on Highway 410 between Zillah and Granger next to his father's general store. The Teapot gas station has actually been moved twice. In 1978, the Teapot had to be removed because of the construction of I-78. However, just 5 days before its removal, a car crashed into the Teapot and caused severe damage. After extensive repairs, the Teapot was moved a mile away. It continued serving gas until 2006. The city then bought the Teapot, fixed it up again, and moved it to its newly created Teapot Dome Memorial Park in 2012, along with its vintage gas pumps. And that is the history of the Teapot Dome service station. There you go. This is beautiful. This is the Veterans Memorial Park of Zillah. And it just lists all the names. The Army, Marine Corps, the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Air Force, U.S. Coast Guard. Beautiful. So here are the servicemen that must have passed away in the wars that come from Zillah. The Zillah community here honors those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the service of our country. We will always remember. Greater love hath no man than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. John 15:13. Then it lists their names. At the bottom it says, American soldier, known but to God. You know what's also beautiful about this place? Is they honor their fallen firefighters. How beautiful is that? But this is the memorial. Let me read to you what the plaque says. It says, Fallen Firefighter Memorial. The Fallen Firefighter Memorial began in 2000 as a Zillah FF project. It was created to honor firefighters who lost their lives in the line of duty. Those firefighters include Zillah's Olin Bainter in 1939, Kenny Rowland in 77, 3 previous deaths in the county, and 4 firefighters in a 30-mile fire in 2001. Wow. The Zillah Fire Department completed the memorial in 2015 and are appreciative of all those who donated and volunteered. These are a list of the line of duty deaths of the fallen firefighters. And this was dedicated on November 21st, 2015 to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. This small town, like really small town. So I think it's fantastic. So their war memorial, which is right over here, is adjacent, as well as the firefighter memorial. So this is definitely a must-see in Zillah. Okay, I'm on my way to see if I can find the God-Zillah thing, but I'm passing again another cemetery. They have a baby and children section, which I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but they also have this massive American flag. Massive, or at least it appears massive from here. Let me go look. I don't know how I keep landing in cemeteries. Some of these graves are so old, like 1926, 1913. It's just beautiful here. I mean, this is another beautiful cemetery. So the flag is actually right off the freeway. It's that big. You can see it all the way back there. I have no idea who put it there, who it belongs to. But look at her fly. So this person, 1889 to 1944, 1909 to 1923, 1876 to 1935. This person died in the year that I was born. She was born in 1878 and died in 1970. Oh my gosh, in remembrance of James White, 1912 to 1915. Oh my gosh, only 3. Look at how beautiful. Person is 1879 to 1926. Holy smokes. 1850 to 1911 and 1869 to 1918. This is sad. It looks like it's damaged, but it says this baby died in 1916 at age 5 months and 21 days. I don't know why I keep ending up in cemeteries lately, but I'm just finding so much peace in them. which is strange because I never thought that that would happen. I've always avoided them, but I don't feel that way anymore. All right, so that was beautiful. All right, so the church has changed hands, so it's not front and center anymore. However, I did find it. It was called the Church of God-Zillah, because we're in Zillah, right? So here it is. God-Zillah. Church of God-Zillah. Got the cross. And this sign says, Jesus saves. At God-Zillah. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, that's tacky. But is it? It got me to come here. Okay, I'm in Mabton, and I just pulled over on the side of the freeway, and I was backing up on the shoulder, which isn't the smartest move because I cannot miss this opportunity. So just hang on. Look at her. Look at her. You can kind of see her right there. Super cute. Well, it's like everybody's driving 800 miles an hour, so I hope that I am able to merge back onto the freeway safely. Okay, I'm getting closer to home, so let's rate this outing. So first off, it's about an hour and 10 minutes from where I live, which isn't bad. And I went to see the Teapot gas station. That was the primary reason that I went. I also knew in Zillah that there was a veterans memorial, so I wanted to stop by there. I didn't realize that it was in the same parking lot. And I also didn't realize that there was also a fallen firefighters memorial in that same parking lot. So there's 3 spots. There's the Teapot, the Veterans Memorial, and the Fallen Firefighter Memorial, all in the same parking lot. And all 3 are definitely worth seeing. They're all well kept and everything. Now, across the street, like literally across the street, I see this beautiful cemetery. And cemeteries are finding me lately. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, it was absolutely stunning. It's worth a visit. So I would give this little day trip an A-, only because I'm starving and I didn't find some place that looked like a great place to eat on the way home. Although I'm sure there was one, I just didn't find it. So that concludes this episode of the 509 Unfiltered. If you don't mind, would you please like, subscribe, and share these videos? It would mean a lot to me. And get out there and go have some fun. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.
That's it for this one. Want more? Be sure to follow, subscribe, and send us the good stuff. We'll see you on the next ride.